Asia. So ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Miss Wan-Shakirah Wan Abdul Kahar.
Hello, can you hear me? All right. So, have you ever thought about nuclear power? Actually, there are many misconceptions about nuclear power in this world, and I am here to explain to you some of the wrong things that we think about nuclear power and why it is good. Fact number one, nuclear reactors can explode like bombs. Well, the nuclear fuel is made of uranium, and this uranium enrichment in the nuclear fuel is only about 5%. But to make a nuclear bomb, the uranium enrichment has to be enriched up at least 90%. So as an analogy, let's compare beer to vodka. Beer has an alcohol concentration of about 5%, but vodka, 40%. So if you put fire to beer, it will not burn. But if you put fire to vodka, it will ignite and it will burn. So the same concept can be applied to nuclear reactors versus nuclear bombs. Fact number two, radiation levels around nuclear power plants is very low. So this is a banana, one of the food with the highest amount of radiation in the world. So on average, we humans on Earth receive the natural background radiation from the sun, from the air, and from the ground in 1 year, equivalent to eating 24,000 bananas. If you take a flight from Tokyo to Paris, the amount of radiation that you receive is equivalent to eating 1,000 bananas. If you are sick and you take an MRI scan, it is the same as eating 70,000 bananas, which is 3 times higher than the natural background radiation that you get in a year. And for the winners who get to eat 1.6 million bananas are heavy smokers. But if you live next to a nuclear power plant for 1 whole year, it is the same as just eating 2 bananas. Okay, so fact number 3 and the final one, nuclear energy is green and clean. See, a nuclear power plant emits almost 0 carbon emissions, almost the same as hydropower and wind power. By comparison to nuclear, solar plants emit 3 times higher, gas plants emit 15 times higher, and the worst polluter of all emits 30 times higher carbon emissions compared to nuclear. So my conclusion is nuclear power is a reliable and proven technology and has been for the past 60 years. And we should all support nuclear power for Malaysia. Thank you.
Oh, where did you get that banana?
My father bought it yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think you're a good presenter. From time to time, I think it's okay if you can inject a little bit of sense of humor in it, so that it will be a lot more exciting. But other than that, I think I enjoyed your presentation. Really, really good. Yeah.
So you are convincing us to have a nuclear power plant in our backyard.
Definitely.
But if we can't even make people understand rare earth, what are the chances that we can explain nuclear technology and power plant?
Okay, so that's where education starts, and basically the public education on anything nuclear related is very low, and all people think about is nuclear equals to nuclear bombs, or nuclear is radiation.
Where did we go wrong on that?
Where did we go wrong? Because
the schools?
Because I don't know why. Because I think the biggest fact is people are scared of radiation. And they know radiation comes only from nuclear. But if you know that radiation is all around us, it's like even this board, this ground, everything in this room is emitting radiation. If you understand what is bad radiation, what is good radiation, you even use radiation to kill cancer cells. So if you understand this, you can understand why nuclear is not that all bad and why there are good stuff. Because even the food that you eat from canned foods, they are irradiated to make it last longer, so that the expiry date is like 1 year from now.
I fully agree with Suhaimi because you use math to good effect. You use that as statistics in your presentation, and you say you have 3 points. Suhaimi will always remind would-be presenters in TV that you have to remind the audience, today I'm going to talk for half an hour and I have 3 points to present to you. 1, 2, 3. Because it makes people relate and understand and go through the motion. However, if you again seduce Mr. Suhaimi, that humor that he was talking about, he has very interesting anecdote about how you eat bananas, and couple that to your nuclear-powered presentation, it will be perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so just let me be clear. As someone who flies a lot and who's had a few MRIs in the last couple of years, not so many bananas. That's good radiation or bad radiation?
That's good. So the purpose of MRI scan is to actually see what's inside your body, including the tissue cells. But X-ray just see the bones, and MRI goes deeper and you can see the tissue cells. So it's not bad radiation, but too much of it can be bad. So that's why the International Commission of Radiological Protection has limits on how much radiation you can get in a year for the public, as opposed to occupational workers who actually work with radioactive sources. So don't worry, it's not bad. Because if it's bad, they won't use it in the hospital.
So like vodka, right?
Yeah.
A little bit is okay,
Right.
too much bad. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wan-Shakirah.